On an hot and humid evening here in Colombo, Sri Lanka, we bring you live coverage of the SAFF Under-17 Championship live from the Racecourse International Stadium in Colombo 7. A big game here, the hosts against Maldives, Sri Lanka versus Maldives, a big game. The winner of this match will move in to the semi-finals. The Sri Lankan team arriving at the stadium. They lost their first game 5-1 to Bangladesh. Bangladesh already qualified for the semi-finals.
ඇත්තටම අද තරඟාවලිය ජයග්‍රහණය කරොත් අපි සෙමි ෆයිනල් එනවා. ඉතින් අපේ ඇත්තටම බලාපොරොත්තුව ලංකාවේ තියෙන ටූර්නමන්ට් එක සෙමි ෆයිනල් එන්න තමයි. අපේ පොඩි වැරදීම් තිබුණා පළවෙනි මැච් එකේ. පොඩි නෙමෙයි ලොකු වැරදීම් තිබුණා පළවෙනි මැච් එකේ. අපේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාට එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් නැහැ. අලුත් ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා ඔක්කොම සෙල්ලම් කරේ. දැන් අපි හොඳ මානසිකත්වයක ඉන්නවා මේ තරඟාවලිය සඳහා. මේ තරඟාවලිය ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා සෙමි ෆයිනල් යන්න හොඳ මානසිකත්වයක ඉන්නවා. හොඳට මේ දවස් ටිකේ හොඳ ට්‍රේනින් එකක් ලැබුණා ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාට. මම හිතනවා අද තරඟාවලිය මට ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න අවස්ථාවක් ලැබෙයි කියලා.
That was head coach Aruna Sampath of Sri Lanka saying that this is a big game for them. They need to win in order to make into the semi-finals, and that they are prepared. Maldives, of course, again they lost 5-0 to Bangladesh in their game.
Today is a really big day for us. Our boys have to, it's a must-win game for us to be in the tournament. So our boys are well prepared and we'll see how it goes. They're also a very good team. They work really hard. So we also have seen how they play. So we have told our boys what to do, and let's hope for the best.
The head coach of Maldives Under-17, Hussein Ibrahim, also pumped up for this big clash against Sri Lanka. Win here today, and you've booked a place in the semi-final against Nepal, who won in that earlier game, a surprising result against India, but hard-fought, well-deserved win for Nepal. The score was 3-1. They were down 1-0 early in the first half. They fought back to earn their place top of Group B. Sri Lanka are in the midst of recovering from their economic crisis and inviting everyone all around the world to visit Sri Lanka to book your next holiday here. A country with a lot of history, heritage and culture. The beaches in the south and east, long lost kingdoms in the central and the north central parts of the country. Jana, we had a very good game in the early kickoff. India versus Nepal. I think that was one of the best games that we saw. We were talking about Bhutan versus Nepal, but India versus Nepal pipped as one of the best. I think the crowd has gathered in. They're expecting a good game from the hosts and expecting a victory, which would move them into the semi-final.
Yes, rightly told, Navod. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. A mouth-watering encounter just waiting for us. It's Sri Lanka taking on the Maldives hosts, and also one of the South Asian neighbors, both island countries. The winner goes to the knockouts, and as Navod told, last match was a very interesting one, especially no one really expecting Maldives, in fact Nepal, to put up that sort of a performance. India were kind of the favorites in that match, but Nepal really showing what they are made of, and in fact ending the group with top of the table at the end. So winner of this match would meet Nepal in the knockouts. Meanwhile, Bangladesh, another strong team already qualified from this group, will meet India in the knockouts. So this is the all-important decider. And again, once again, another day where the rain has stayed away. The first game week was really rainy, the pitch really soaked up in rain. And we had a bit of muddy outfield, but the last two game weeks have been excellent. Special shout out to the ground staff who have been working really hard to give us a great game of football and a great footballing field.
Good to see a lot of youngsters have arrived at the stadium to watch this under-17 team performing.
And lots of Maldivians really turning up in numbers today. Also Sri Lankans, so both teams having the support they need from the stands. All they have to do is convert the support, convert the passion into their play.
Absolutely, talking about Sri Lanka and Maldives, there's a lot of history between the two nations. There's a lot of football history.
Of Sri Lanka and Maldives.
And a lot of times these two sides have met in the SAFF championship, whether it's under 17, under 19, under 20, or at the national level.
Recently, the Maldivian national team made their way to Sri Lanka for the Four Nations tournament, which was really a successful one. So Maldives always a neighbor who is ready to join hands with Sri Lanka in terms of sports, in terms of culture. And there you go, both teams now making their way out. I can already hear the music. There you go. Live scenes from Racecourse Stadium, Colombo. It's the SAFF Under-17 Championship. Sri Lanka 2022, the host. And the winner progresses into the knockouts. Sri Lanka on your right. Maldives on your left. Sri Lanka playing in their white jerseys with blue and yellow strips. And Maldives playing in the iconic red home jersey.
Please stand for the national anthem of Maldives.
That's the national anthem of Maldives. And now it's time for the Sri Lanka national anthem.
Now, the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Both teams are pumped up and ready. Sri Lanka, they are all white, and Maldives in their traditional red. Good crowd has gathered in today, expecting a Sri Lankan win. A lot of pressure on these youngsters. Still early days in their national football journey. Maldives, Sri Lanka. The future is here for both the countries.
So these are tournaments where these young kids really gain experience in terms of making it into that highest level. Most of, or many of these kids would love to go and play and would play in the national teams. And there you see the exchange of token. And here we go for the coin toss. And today's referee Alamgir, his assistants Barua Sujoy, Pasang Shevang Pema. And there you go, the Maldivian team getting ready. Final talks going on. Tensions and emotions would be high. Sri Lankan team here, Mohammad Fatih, Kunanation, Vidurshikan, Sudhagar Royson Bright, Yashir Sarfaz, Mohammad Mufas, Sadiv Tatsara, Fazul Rahman, Atif Ahmed, Mohammad Abdullah, Captain Sanath Kumara and goalkeeper Mohammad Riaz all making the 11. On the Maldivian side,
it will be Nami Nasif, Mohammad Khalid, Ahmad Musa, Shafan Abdul Mutalib, Ajam Ibrahim, Ahmad Azulan Ali. Their skipper is Ajman Ali, Akmal Nizam, Jude Ashfaq, Ahmad Shahim, and Rahif Mohammed is their custodian. Yeah, all set to kick off as referee Gir starts off proceedings.
and already Sri Lanka playing almost the back three. Suddenly, maybe taking some time to get back into their shape. And here we go. It's kickoff time at Resco Stadium. Nice climate. Sri Lankan goalkeeper Rihas Mohammed on your screen there. Both teams suffered loss in the first and the second round. So both first matches are really not going their way. Here we go, Maldives trying to go for a long ball and can't keep the ball in. Just behind the ball was Azulan Ali, but unfortunately cannot keep it in.
First 10-15 minutes will be crucial for both sides. And Sri Lanka now go on the attack. On the left, going past one. Puts the ball in, cleared away comfortably, no harm done.
Did all the hard work there, the Sri Lankans, and very close to put in a very good cross in, but rather not going their way on that instance. Mohammad Khalid on your screen. Here we go. It's Laufan in with a throw. Still ball in play. Eventually, looks like a corner for Maldives.
That corner flag has taken a bit of a battering here today. In the earlier game, the Indians' goal scorer, and now the ball being battering that corner flag, and Sri Lanka now go on the attack. Throw in for Sri Lanka.
Vidushigan's throw, finding the Maldivian defense at the end. There was a very good opening for Sri Lanka to break through, but rather the pass not going inch perfect. A bit overhit, went all the way into Maldives defense line. Here we go, Sri Lanka once again trying to put up some passes, trying to. There you go. I think just. Oh, here we go, Sri Lanka inside the box. Can they keep it? They can't. Good chance once more for Sri Lanka.
That's good pressure from the Sri Lankan skipper, Thamodia Sarath Kumara. That's how they got their goal against Bangladesh as well, putting the pressure, pressing high up.
You can already see the support for Maldives as well. Maldives fans really vocal on the stands. Captain of Maldives comes forward and does the job there. Ayman Ali. Ball goes out. Sri Lanka. Still both teams haven't really had any clear-cut chances, even though they are reaching or getting inside the play area of the opposition box, but rather still not having a very clear-cut chance.
By the looks of it, Sri Lanka do have the size advantage against the small-made the Maldivian side. And talking about the fans, I think there is a big contingent of Maldivians living here in Sri Lanka. We saw that in the Four Nations tournament, isn't it, Jana? There was a huge crowd for that first game and even for the other games as well.
That's absolutely right. Now fans turning up in numbers, the Maldivians, lots of Maldivians residing in Sri Lanka for work and educational purposes. There is a very large Maldivian community present, especially around Colombo. Once again, Sri Lanka pressing hard. Good chance here. Enough weight behind the ball, I'd say. Once again, Maldives tackle coming in and neutralizing the threat. Another advantage Sri Lanka have over Maldives in this match is the goal difference. So even if at all this match ends in a draw, Sri Lanka has the chance to qualify. Sri Lanka snatching the possession high up the field. They do have a runner on the far left, but once again the vision not quite clear. Now going forward, Sri Lanka. The long ball, nicely done, but cannot be controlled. Missing out on receiving the pass there. I think these small changes, these small tweaks can really help Sri Lanka in terms of receiving the ball, just giving a clear pass. Not just Sri Lanka, also Maldives, because both teams really struggled big time against Bangladesh. There you go, going forward now Sri Lanka. Good support from the crowd as well, but the pass once more, not the perfect one.
Fike being fouled on that occasion. Fike, of course, is looks like he will be taking this free kick. He misses, and the Sri Lanka have taken the lead.
It's the number 10 for Sri Lanka taking the goal. Mohamed Bufas, the goal scorer.
It's a mistake by Rasif, who spilled it right at the feet of Mufas. Mufas made no mistake on that occasion, and Sri Lanka have taken the lead in the 10th minute.
Butterfingers from the Maldivian goalkeeper, really missing out on that opportunity to keep the ball away, but rather just almost feeding the ball to Mohamed Mufas, and he capitalizes on it. Sri Lanka 1-0 in this match, ahead of Maldives. Maldives now would try and get some passes to get the ball into the box, but foul here.
Unnecessary. Giving away free kick in dangerous position. Daufan. Good delivery. Punched away for a corner by Rihas. Rihas had an excellent game against Bangladesh. Even though he conceded 5, he made multiple saves to deny the Bangladeshis. Ibrahim takes it short. Sri Lanka pressing high up front. Again another unnecessary free kick. No intention of getting the ball, and clattering into his opposite number.
Right, he's the goal scorer. Mohammad Mufas went into the Maldivian player, but here we go. I think maybe the knee getting into or striking the thighs.
The early goal should settle the nerves of the host Sri Lanka. They've conceded cheap free kicks the last couple of minutes. They could ill afford to do those. For Maldives, these are the opportunities that they should take advantage of.
The magic spray doing the work there. It's time for a free kick for Maldives, maintaining a high line here, Sri Lanka. Good power behind it, just lacking the accuracy on that instance. But good shot, good play there, good free kick from Abdullah Muttalib. I say good because he had enough venom behind it to test the keeper. Had it been accurate enough. Once more Sri Lanka trying to go forward here through the middle, but the first touch takes the ball all the way to the Maldivian defense. Ahmed Musa. Musa's pass going to Sri Lanka play, but rather the ball goes out. Another throw coming in for Maldives. Foul throw. Ball goes to Sri Lanka now. Sri Lanka definitely would be happy that they got the goal. I don't think they would just drop back and start defending. Plenty of time to go in this match, so they'd like to have another goal. There we go, Sri Lanka once again looking threatening, overrunning here over the ball. Now Maldives trying to turn the attack into a counter, but once again Sri Lanka winning a free kick. Yeah, good range. If Sri Lanka can really hurt in fact Maldives from this range, would be delightful for Sri Lankan fans.
Almost in the similar range. This time it was Mufas who was fouled. Sadev Tatsara standing over it. Will they go for the same tactic that they used? Sadev Tatsara with his left foot tries to curl it in this time. Collected well by Rasif.
Nicely controlled, nice ball, but can they outrun the defense? They do. Sri Lanka once again inside the box. Oh, some last minute goal line clearance from the captain of Maldives, Ayman Ali.
Excellent bit of defensive work from Ayman Ali. A good strike from Sadev Tatsara. Strong left foot. If not for Ayman Ali, it would have been the second for Sri Lanka.
On the ball now, Sarath Kumar, the captain of Sri Lanka. Can he deliver a good ball? Riaz Mohammed, in fact, it's Razif Mohammed, I should say, the Maldivian goalkeeper. A cut back, but goes straight into Maldives now. Fans want to shoot. Once again, the shot goes over the bar. It is the number 10 of Maldives who took the shot, Iham Ibrahim. But rather, once again, Maldives, even though putting so much power behind the shot, not accurate enough, but here snatched the ball. Maldives through ball, nice ball through the right side. Can he keep the ball in? He does. Maldives would be looking for a nice cross inside the box, and they do, but cleared away. Another throw for Maldives, and we saw when both teams really lined up for the national anthem, we can see Sri Lanka a bit more physically built team or a tall team than Maldives, giving them the advantage in the aerial duels. Once again, Maldives trying to create something inside the opposition half.
Taking it short, but they've been found wanting in the defense. It will be a corner. Sloppy bit of play from Sri Lanka, but excellent bit of pressing by Mohammad Khalid of Maldives.
Cleared away, Maldives. Still looking threatening here, but eventually Sri Lanka getting the ball under control. Now through the middle, trying to progress the ball. They do have a run on the left. And can they find him? Long ball. Nice pass that. Missing lots of players. Once again, Maldives going forward. It's Sulan Ali.
Both players in two minds whether to go for the ball or clear.
Glimpses of or sparks of good passing shown between those two players in the last bit of play. Leaves ball to roll all the way for a goal kick. The Sri Lankans. The Sri Lankan goalkeeper Riyaz Mohammed, even though there were two shots from Maldives, not really testing him. Up until now having an easy day at the office. Riyaz Mohammed once again, Sri Lanka trying to go forward, but a good diagonal run to make the block from Lahufan.
That's the difference so far between these two sides. The two shots from Maldives have gone well over the goal. And the two shots from Sri Lanka, one has resulted in a goal, the other almost resulting, if not for Ayman Ali's goal line clearance. Once again, Maldives showing their strength against a slightly bigger Sri Lankan forward line. The shirts are already soaked.
Royce and Bright Sudhakar.
It shows the amount of humidity here in Colombo. Energy sapping conditions. It will certainly test the fitness levels of both the sides as the play goes on.
Once again, Sudhakar Roysan taking the ball for a throw. Pass going straight to Maldivian player here. Good play from Akmal Nizam. Progressing the ball to one of his teammates, Ibrahim. Once again, Nizam on the ball. Through ball going forward. Can he outrun? No. The Sri Lankan defense gets to the ball first. Halfway through the first half. Looks like it did strike the hand. Eventually, the call goes towards Sri Lanka. Royce and Bright. Sudhakar once more with a set piece. Sri Lanka now trying to go forward. A good ball through the left. Trying to dribble pass, and he does. Cuts across. Once again, pinning some passes here, Sri Lanka. But eventually, ball going to Azulan Ali. Winning back the position high up the field. Sri Lanka here just keeping past defenders, and eventually the cross comes in, not really finding the target at the end. Maldives. We can see that Maldives is now committing more men forward. They intend to get a goal back, but it's just the application that is a bit lacking.
Laufan with what looks like long throw in. Sri Lanka partially able to clear it away. The effort needs the outstretched hands of Rihas.
Now, the
Maldives.
game has definitely calmed down a bit, settled a bit. It had a bit of intensity early on in the first half. Once again, the Maldivian defense and the keeper having a bit of gap between each other, so which is where the Sri Lankans are capitalizing on getting into those areas to really hurt Maldives. So now as the game has settled a bit and both teams now just working out plans to really attack, once again we can see if the game might intensify. Sri Lanka again. It's been Sri Lanka when it comes to attack. Maldives, even though they have been taking shots, it's all been long range efforts, not able to really get close to the Sri Lankan penalty box. Mohammad Abdullah and Mohammad Khalid. Both having a clash. There you see. Throw coming in for Sri Lanka. A long ball, but once again not accurate enough. Throw for Maldives. Laufan on the ball. He has been their general throw taker, Laufan. Another throw for Maldives. We have just passed the half an hour mark in this game. literally throw, which is going straight to the Sri Lankan players. There were a few Maldivians on the right side of the box, but the throw not the bestest of the ones. But eventually Maldives do get a corner. Would Rihaz Mohammed be tested? There, a short corner taken by Maldives, trying to attack here Maldives. The cross comes in but misses everyone. Once again, chance goes begging for Maldives. They could have really manufactured something from that corner, but rather opting to go for a short corner at the end. Ball with Vidushigan. Mohammad Abdullah launching the ball, but cannot keep the ball in field. Another throw for Maldives, this time from the far side. Ahmed Musa on the ball. Nice footwork there from Maldives. They are trying to wheel their way into the Sri Lankan box and take a shot. Once again, Sri Lankan defense standing tall, but here snatched away by Sri Lanka going forward. The fans really vocal enough. Sliding tackles comes in. I think referee blew the whistle because this tackle was from the behind. There you can see not quite in parallel with the player with the ball, so he had to go through the player to get to the ball. That's why the foul was given for Sri Lanka. Once again, another set piece opportunity for Sri Lanka, but this time very long range. I don't think he'd go straight for the goal as anticipated. Thought of playing in the forward Sri Lankan.
Maldives on the attack, but not many players joining in the attack, and the opportunity is lost for them. Sri Lanka on the other end. Think they'll get a corner? Yes, they do.
Corner coming in for Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, we can see the Maldivian players really warming up along the touchline. Not the bestest of the deliveries. It was Sadev Tatsara, but ball still kept in by Sri Lanka. Oh, cheaply given back the possession to Maldives. Now Maldives chance to go forward. Again, the first touch not the best. Goes for the goal from long range, but not close at all to the goalkeeper.
Cross coming in, cleared away. The rebound effort, missing it completely. Finally, the defense able to clear. Maldives on the attack. Need to make a decision quickly. Cuts back in. Goes out. Shoots. And away from the goal. was good work from Zulan Ali, but he needs to be much more decisive in his decision making. Royce and Bright. His pass intercepted, but Sri Lanka still has possession. No, they don't. Ali. Just under 10 minutes away from the half-time break. Sri Lanka leading 1-0, courtesy of a goal from Mohammad Mufas, who took full advantage of Rasif, who spilled the ball at his feet from a free kick from Atiq.
Sri Lanka really getting the possession back because they are really committing more men forward than Maldives. For example, when you see attack going forward on either ends, it looks like Sri Lanka are going in numbers, about 5-6 men going forward, but when Maldives go to attack, it's only about 2 or 3 players going and getting isolated. So this is one issue that Maldives are facing in terms of getting a goal back, because technically if you see, Maldives are also passing very well. They are also using the midfield very well. It's just that the mentality sometimes is a bit lacking. Maldives captain Ayman Ali wants his players to go forward, tries to put in a long ball. He does, but cannot keep it in. It was Laufan who went right behind the ball, but cannot keep it in. Too much power behind the shot. Royce and Bright once again. The throw. Laufan's throw going in. Another throw coming in for Maldives. In Sri Lanka at this stage would be happy just to clear any threat coming inside their box, because they do have the 1 goal advantage. And now their mission would be to get past the first half with a goal more than Maldives. Laufan once again with a throw, this time about 5 Maldivian players, but goes in vain. Another goal kick for Sri Lanka. Mohammad Abdullah today really looking after that back line. Has been a very commanding figure in the Sri Lankan defense line. Can be seen giving out advices and also instructions to the other defenders and the other players. So Mohammad Abdullah really looking sharp today. Back to Sri Lanka. Cramped up for space here. Maldives winning the ball high up the field. Going forward here. Jude Ashfaq through the left. Can he put it across? He does put it across. But the shot not really having enough venom behind it. Almost a pass at the end.
Excellent work from Ashfaq to put in a good cross. The ball was just behind Ayman Ibrahim. He wasn't able to get a good connection behind it.
Laufan's throw once more coming in, this time a long throw. Maldives goes for the shot, almost a goal there, scraping the woodwork and coming out. Good effort, first real effort from Maldives. It's Maldivian number 10 going for the goal there, Ayman Ibrahim. Unlucky there, Ibrahim. But a good effort. This is what the Maldivian fans are here to see. Thank you, Maldives. Maldives goes the Maldivian fans. Sri Lanka's time to counter. Not enough space behind it. They do have runners on the right side, but spoiled at the end.
Maldives are looking to end the first half on a high. It was a good work done by Ibrahim. Unfortunately, his effort bouncing off the upright. Just a couple of minutes plus added time to be played in this first half. Nice little through ball by Ashfaq, but the defense, Abdullah, to clear it away. Corner for Maldives. Once again, he has commanding his box, punches it away out of danger.
Breaking through. Though well closed here from Maldives. And though close, not really threatening.
There will be 3 minutes of added time to be played in this first half. I think that was the first real effort from Sri Lanka since that goal. And here they go again, Tatsara.
It's rightly told. That was the effort ever since that sliding clearance from the Maldivian captain Ayman Ali. And here we go, trying to shoot from long range, not enough power behind it. Sri Lanka, there you go, once again going in numbers, but now can be caught on the counter. Sri Lanka just again Maldives. That is where Maldives are really getting hurt, because they are really not releasing the ball early as possible, or they don't have enough options to release the ball. They are a bit late coming into the box. Long shot going, but Rihas Mohammed holds on to the ball. And also the Maldivian fans really vocal here. This passion can be quite infectious and can get into the minds of Maldivian players and really increase their passion as well and their commitment to get goals. This is the Sri Lankan fans just waiting. Quite comfortable because they are leading in this match and they are winning, but we have a whole second half waiting coming up in the second part of the game. And this is the Maldivian fans group. Also I see a few Sri Lankans in it as well.
Maldives certainly would welcome this halftime break for them to regroup. As Laufan's long throw in comes in, bouncing around in the box. Still Maldives has it, pushed back. Gear blows for half-time here at the Racecourse Stadium. Sri Lanka moves into the break with a 1-0 lead against Maldives in a must-win match.
Sri Lankan goalkeeper Rihas Mohammed at the end had to make a couple of saves, and this was the effort. This is where easy take, almost a blunder from Rasif Mohammed, the goalkeeper of Maldives. Should have just controlled it and held on to it, but rather, and here is the save of Rihas Mohammed.
Gentlemen,
that's it at halftime. Sri Lanka leading 1-0 against Maldives here at the Racecourse International Stadium. We will go in for a 15-minute break, and when we come back we'll have the live action from the second half.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live again for the second half. SAFF Under-17 Championships, live from Racecourse, Colombo, Sri Lanka. And it's Sri Lanka taking on Maldives. In case you've just joined in, it's Sri Lanka 1, Maldives 0, leading the game, Sri Lanka. And the winner progresses into the knockouts of this tournament. And Maldivian fans really turning up in numbers today to support their side. Throw coming in for Maldives from Laufan. Both teams really making some changes in the first half, in fact the start of the second half, I should say. Sliding tackle goes in, player goes down. There you go. Oh, I think it's more of him getting the ground rather than the opposite player really going into him. Hussein Ashish Abdul Wahid coming in. Chance here for Maldives. But Riaz Mohammed, the goalkeeper of Sri Lanka, really sprinting out of the line and getting hold of the ball on that instance. The runner on the left flank for Sri Lanka, going forward here for Sri Lanka. Looking for chances here, puts the ball in, tries to get the volley. Ball goes looping over the goalkeeper at the end. It throws Mohammad Mufas, who went in with the shot, but rather not really finding it accurately on target. Now it's chance for Asif Mohammed, the goalkeeper of Maldives, to loft the ball into the night Colombo sky. Oh, push coming in. The ref not happy with the challenge as well, so having few words. It was Kunanesan Vidushihan who went with a tackle there. In fact, the challenge, I should say. Laufan once more with the ball. Goes straight to a Sri Lankan player. Sri Lanka trying to counter. They get to the ball. Sadiv Tatsura. Fazul Rahman. But Maldives now snatching ball and going forward. It's Ayman Ibrahim. But can't get past the number 19 of Sri Lanka. The player who was substituted in the second half. Coming across to get the ball. Clearance coming once again from Sri Lanka. Tries to keep the ball in, but rather ball goes out of play. Another throw. This time with the throw is Ahmed Musa. Once again, cannot be kept in by both teams. The start of the second half has been clumsy for both sides, finding it hard to keep the ball under control, both teams. Ball with Sri Lanka. A nice through ball, almost going past Ahmed Musa on that instance. A nice gameplay here from Maldives. Cannot control it, but great ball that from the right flank from Azlan Ali for Maldives, giving it straight to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka trying to put a counter of their own. Controlled well by Sadhu Tatsura. Tatsura still on the ball. Dribbling past. Not having enough communication between both the players. Now Maldives trying to go forward. It's Azlan Ali's ball. Eventually going out. Trying to pressurize the Maldives defense. You can see Sri Lanka players now really pressing hard. Eventually wins back the ball. On the ball now is Fazul. Tatsura on the ball now. Tatsura has lots of space to go forward, but rather choosing something else. Tatsura was really having acres of space to go forward and take the shot away, but rather he thought of just passing it to one of his teammates, not having the correct coordination on that point from Tatsura, Sadhu Tatsura I should say. And another throw in coming for Sri Lanka. Ayman Ali, the captain. A through ball, I should say a long ball, but cannot really be kept in by the sliding Ahmed Hamdan. Nothing shot at the end. I don't quite understand the reason behind taking such a long shot, but still both teams not quite settled. Going forward here for Maldives, Mohamed Mufas. Maldivian fans, there you see on the stands. A long ball coming in, keeper comes out and puts out a palm to make sure he clears the threat. Once again a throw for Maldives. Since the start of the second half, Maldives have been playing a bit better in terms of just having a bit more intent in the game, having a bit more idea of attack. Now Maldives trying to break free. We have a runner on the far side. Can he keep the ball in? Sliding, but cannot really keep the ball in. I think rather than sliding, he could have took another couple of steps to really keep the ball in, but he had other ideas. trying to take the long shot. Goes for the shot here. But Sri Lankan keeper Riaz Mohammed hangs on to it. A good play all round from Maldives, from Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, player down here for Maldives. There you go. Riaz Mohammed happy to really catch the ball rather than parry it out. And here we go, Maldives. Push coming from behind and would be a throw. In fact, a free kick for Sri Lanka. Another long shot kept away by Rasid Mohammed of Maldives. And Rasid Mohammed today really called into action many times, and he's been tested rather than Riaz Mohammed of Sri Lanka. Now Maldives still trying to go on a counter. They have a runner forward. Maldives now breaking into good space. Can they utilize this? No, they can't. This is where the finishing has been below par for Maldives today. This is why they are losing. Another throw for Maldives coming in. Sri Lanka going forward. All on his own here. Good play that from Sadiq Tatsura. Tatsura through the left flank has been very vital for Sri Lanka. Now going forward is Kunanesan Vidurshigan. Once again, Sri Lanka's forward line once more trying to test the Maldivian defense. Sri Lanka really snatching the ball away quite easily. And on the screen there is Mohammad Fatih. Sri Lanka getting almost scissored by a couple of Maldives player there. The Sri Lankan forward Fazul Rahman now going forward. Maldives Good chance here for Maldives to break through the right side. Cutting in, Nami Nazif, I should say. Ahmed Hamdan. Passing it on to Mohammad Jude Ashfaq. Now ball still with Maldives. From left to right, just knocking on the door. Eventually kept in, but still. Ashfaq trying to break through here. The ball goes out. Good phase of play that for Maldives. We are past the 1 hour mark in this game. Another 30 minutes remaining. Can Maldives come back into this game? Ayman Ali, the captain. Ahmed Hamdan. Oh, pushing and pulling, going. Free kick goes towards Maldives' way. And now going forward, Sri Lanka. Long ball. Coming across and winning the ball here. Going forward now, Sadif Tatsura. Tatsura has been good for Sri Lanka. Keeper of Maldives coming forward and collecting it. No problems at the end. Nice through ball here for Sri Lanka. Can they finish it off? Good sliding tackle coming in from Maldives. Number 14, Ahmed Musa. Excellent ball though. Sadif Tatsura once again testing the defense line of Maldives. Great ball, that nicely done. But good sliding tackle at the end. Good defensive action from Musa. Good crowd here for under 17 game. Once again, keeper almost pulling it off, and Sri Lanka takes the shot. Keeper actually saves the shot without his knowledge. There you go, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka saves the crowd. The shot really taken by Sarath Kumar, the captain. Let's see what happened there. Good strike, that from Sarath Kumar. you go. This is what happened. Keeper, first effort. Just coming unknown, making the save without his knowledge at the end. Shot taken, long range effort. He went straight for the goal, which is quite shocking sometimes and also interesting. There you go, another change coming in for Maldives. Number 21 coming in, Ahmad Raif Naseem. Out goes Ahmad Hamdan Azleen. So Ahmad Raif Naseem coming in, number 21. Coming in for Maldives here. Good chance they have to go now. Going forward here is Iham Ibrahim. Another player going down here for Sri Lanka. It looks like number 13 Sudhakar Royson Bright. Free kick taken by Sri Lanka. You can see Maldives now pressing high up the field. Azran Ali giving a chase to gain back position. Ayman Ali, Rasif Mohammed, the keeper of Maldives, launching the ball into the night sky of Colombo. Now ball with Mohammad Jude Ashfaq. Sadir Tatsara. Nicely snatched from Tatsara there by Nami Nazif. Throw coming in from Vidushikan. Rasif Mohammed. Still Maldives aren't finding the right pass to really break down the defense line of Sri Lanka, and there you see another good ball. It's just the end product not there. Once again going forward, Sri Lanka one-on-one, takes a shot but goes away from the goalkeeper once more. Good play that from Sri Lanka. It's that man Sadir Tatsara, a very, very strong left-footed player, Sadir Tatsara. One-on-one with Ahmed Musa, and keeper required flying to keep the ball out. The Sri Lankan contingent, the fans, eagerly waiting for the final whistle. Another 20 minutes for Sri Lanka to hold on to get to the knockouts. Meanwhile, Maldives fans also waiting patiently for their comeback, waiting for their team to score a goal, to at least get a draw first and then to go look for the other goal. And we have Nawod with us. So Nawod, what do you think? Can Maldives come back in this game? Another 20 minutes remaining, 20 odd minutes plus added time. Do you think there's chances?
Well, Maldives have made a bunch of substitutions as well, looking to make some kind of a change, desperate moves. Certainly 2 substitutions at the start of the second half. Another one being readied as well. They still have time, like you said. 20 minutes is a very long time in football. They need to be patient, build up play. Sri Lanka 2 going close. Another one going just over the crossbar.
This time by Puranesan Vituchigan. In fact, it's Mohammad Fatih, the number 13. Fast as well on the screen. Rasif Mohammed, the goalkeeper of Maldives today, was really kept busy by the Sri Lankan forward attack. A nice through ball here. Sri Lanka missing out once more. Holding on to position, but rather eventually ball rolling out. What a pass that is. Great through ball once more from Sri Lanka. Sadev Tatsara, the danger man for Sri Lanka, pulling on those triggers with his left foot. Those lethal shots coming in from Sadev Tatsara. Vidushigan. Foul throw.
Sri Lanka in possession. Fouled. Referee waves play on. Unnecessary. They were in an advantageous position. The players to his left and right went for very bad option, but they come again. Maldives being pressured high up the ground. Here's Raif for Maldives.
Once again, Sri Lanka breaking through here. Sadev Tatsara through the left flank, cuts back. Once again, the Maldives defense standing tall. Nami Nafif going forward here. Nicely done by Maldives. Looks like a foul, and it is a foul at the end. Final 15 minutes of the game coming up. Maldives really loving for a goal. On the ball now, it's Mohammad Abdullah.
Abdullah takes it short. Intelligent play from Sri Lanka. bringing out the Maldivian defense up rather than going for the long free kick. Bit of 1-2. Here's Sadev on the left. Shoots just away from the far post.
Sadev really making the defense line of Maldives think twice. He's stretching the defense line. You can see Sadev's runs has been on the far left side, and always one of the left backs of Maldives have to really look after him, and there is a huge gap between the centre back and the left back. The Sri Lankans are utilising it very well. Once more, there you see almost another through ball through that gap. So this is something the Maldives have to really address. And Sadev Tatsara, as I told, stretching the defence line is almost a tactical problem here for the Maldives.
Raif Nazim being fouled. Shades of Edgar Davids from him with his trademark goggles. It's Abdullah Muttalib who will take this free kick for the Maldivians. Poor delivery, comfortably cleared away by Sri Lanka. The referee brings back play. Handball by Sri Lanka and a free kick once again for Maldives. This time in a rather good position than the earlier one. Maldives needs 2 goals, a win from here on in to make it into the semi-final. A draw won't be enough. Draw is enough for Sri Lanka actually.
Iman Ali, the captain, goes for the goal. Still pegged back inside their own half now, Sri Lanka, but eventually coming out to press. The Sri Lankan front three have been very good in terms of pressing today. They have been able to retrieve back possession. Maldives in a good area here. Once again, not really hitting it truly at the end. Here goes Sri Lanka. But there was Sadev Tatsara all alone by himself. Had the pass gone to Sadev, this match would have been even tougher for Maldives had the goal gone in. You saw the Sri Lankan captain there really commanding his troops, Sarath Kumar.
Ashfaq getting a yellow card for his indiscretion. Lucky not to get a red. He needs to keep his calm.
Last 10 minutes of the game, plus added time. On your screen here is Fazul Rahman of Sri Lanka. Once again, Sadio Tatsura breaking behind the enemy lines here.
These last few minutes will certainly test out the fitness levels of both sides, and that's where the fresh legs comes into play. Maldives made a couple of early second half substitutions.
Sri Lanka. Fans really shouting Sri Lanka behind their team here, behind the home team.
And that's the Sri Lanka under 20 squad who are preparing to go to Mongolia actually for the AFC under 20 championship qualifiers. To see a senior team coming in to support the juniors. Tamode with the throw in. Hussain, there's an opportunity. Ball across the face of the goal, but no one there to poke that ball in. Agonizingly close for Sri Lanka. Sadev Tatsara needs to be alert.
The Maldives fans really have to get behind their team. The home crowd really vocal here. The play going down for Maldives, through ball. Unable to control there by Ibrahim. Mohammad Abdullah once again. Player still down for Maldives.
To make another substitution. Substitution is being readied as Sri Lanka clears the ball away. They go on the attack. Sadev Tatsara puts that ball up front against one defender. He goes for the cutback rather than going on his own.
And you saw Sadev Tatsara's space there, really motoring forward. That's really a player for the future. Already can see his pace, and it's the under 17, so he can really work on his decision making in the final third. There's still time. Now Sri Lanka once more going forward. Might pull the trigger here. Pulling the trigger from long range. Going above the cross line here. But good effort once more from Fazul Rahman. Nice effort. Almost from the half line. Ahmad Atifan Ali coming in, Mohammad Nami Naif going out. Now Maldives coming in. You never know, Maldives can get an equalizer at any minute. They still have time. It's just a 1-goal lead, a slender lead for Sri Lanka. Abdullah going down. As I told you, a slender lead of 1 goal for Sri Lanka can change at any time. But good thing for Sri Lanka is if it actually ends in a draw, Sri Lanka can still go in because of their goal difference, but Maldives would really like to win this game. Once again, you can look at the pace. Sri Lanka really hurting Maldives with the pace here. Once again, the final third pass is what not really perfect with Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka will definitely be happy to play inside the Maldivian half. Royce and Bright.
Long ball for Maldives. And the ball now is Lahufan for Maldives. Long throw coming in for Maldives, can be dangerous here. But Sri Lanka once again winning position, going high up the field here. Conceding position, Maldives now trying to break through the defensive line. They do break here, Maldives. Once again a great opportunity for Maldives, not really hurting Sri Lanka with the chance. Keeper coming off the line quite quickly there. Rihas Mohammed of Sri Lanka.
That was a fantastic save from Rihas to deny Raif Nazim. Almost a heart in the mouth moment for Sri Lanka as the fourth referee shows up 5 minutes of added time here at the Racecourse International Stadium.
Ample time to get a goal back. The shot going straight to a Maldivian player. Sri Lanka not done here. Takes a shot from long range once more. few of the shots taken from long range are really going above the goal post for Sri Lanka. It's once again Fazul Rahman, the player who plays centrally for Sri Lanka. Maldives. Sri Lanka still not comfortably over the line here, but the Sri Lankan fans and contingent are really getting back behind Sri Lanka here. The home team, the winner of today's match, will progress to the knockouts.
Maldives have fought valiantly. Still time.
Taking a deflection here. Now ball with Sadev Tatsura, now doing his defensive duties. Shielding the ball very well. A throw for Maldives here. High up the field. Maldives still not done with this game. Holding on to possession, close to the penalty box of the opposite team.
Loose pass, giving away position. As Maldives now looking to pull the ball back. They again go back. Good bit of defensive work from Sri Lanka.
Now Maldives coming forward, trying to dribble past the defense line of Sri Lanka, but strong they stay in Sri Lanka's defense line.
Royce and Bright look to put this throw in deep into the opposition half.
I think he's just lost his shin pad. There you go. In comes the cross here. Sri Lanka once more looking dangerous. Almost the final minute of the extra time for Sri Lanka and for Maldives. Can Sri Lanka hang on? Can Maldives get another goal? Even though Maldives get a goal, it would only be a draw. Maldives need a couple of goals here to progress into the next round, and that's all we have. Sri Lanka winning the match 1-0 and also progressing into the knockouts. There you see happy player Yasir Sarfraz Everyone so happy in the Sri Lankan camp. Maldives really devastated. They also played some good quality football, but there can be only one winner at the end, and it is Sri Lanka, the host nation, getting through to the knockouts, and they'll meet the Nepal in the other group.
Despair in the faces of Maldives. The youngsters fought valiantly for these 90 minutes. They knew it was a tough task against the hosts. They came close in the first half, rattling the upright. Somewhere or another, that mistake costed them the game. Rehearse for Sri Lanka once again. Man standing tall, making a couple of vital saves, keeping a clean sheet. This proved to be the only goal of the game. Mistake as Mufas taking a full advantage of that mistake from Razif.
This was another sliding clearance from Ayman Ali, the captain of Maldives. Sri Lanka also tested the footwork.
Sadev Tatsara was a standout player for Sri Lanka with his left foot.
And there you see happy faces. A happy camp, Sri Lankan camp, and the statistics. Of course, the one that stands out is the shot. 14 shots taken by Sri Lanka, only 6 by Maldives. A huge difference, and that just shows how Sri Lanka really played with the intent of winning it and also with the intent of getting more goals. And it's just evident with the goal, the only goal, but the stats really doesn't tell the real picture, with Sri Lanka having more chance at the goal. Mohammad Mufas getting the goal for Sri Lanka, yellow card for Jude Ashfaq. And that's how it stands. Sri Lanka will play Nepal and Bangladesh, and will play India in the knockouts. We'll join you for that coverage. Before that, we do have the flash interview.
Big moment here for Sri Lanka, the under-17 lads. I think that all-important win and making it to the semi-finals.
South Patrice කිරීමේ ප්‍රතිඵලයක් වෙද ගිය මැච් එක පෙරදීමෙන් මේ මැච් එක වැරදි හදාගෙන ඉදිරියටම ඊළඟ ෆයිනල් එක දක්වා යන්න තව වැරදි තියෙනවා නම් ඒවත් හදාගෙන ඉදිරියටම යන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. Thank you sir. මේ තරඟය බලන්න ආපු හැම ස්පේස් එකේම මගේ උණුසුම් සුබ පැතුම් ඊළඟ මැච් එක බලන්න ඔක්කොම මීටත් වඩා සෙනග එන්න කියලා ආදරයෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. Thank you.
And that's all we have. We'll join you in another coverage. Until then, it's Jana and Navod signing off. Have a good night.